I know the feeling. You scroll through endless listings, see a sleek scanner that promises lightning-fast duplex scanning, a tiny footprint, and the ability to gulp down whole piles of paperwork. Then it arrives, you plug it in, and the reality feels underwhelming. You wonder if you just paid a premium for a fancy box and a name instead of something that actually smooths out your daily workflow. That hesitation is real, and it's why I'm breaking down the HP ScanJet Enterprise Flow 7000 S3 today so you can avoid the guesswork and decide whether this machine is worth a spot on your desk. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the environment this scanner is built for. The Flow 7000 is marketed as an enterprise-grade device, but its physical size tells a different story. It's genuinely slim, about the height of a stack of legal pads, which means you can tuck it onto a crowded office shelf or a small cubicle without sacrificing valuable real estate. If you've ever tried to fit a hulking flatbed scanner in a cramped copy room, you'll appreciate that the footprint here is more akin to a modern printer than a piece of industrial equipment. Speed is where the Flow 7000 starts to show its teeth. HP lists a one-pass duplex rate of 150 images per minute in black and white. In practice, that translates to roughly 2 full-size pages per second when you're scanning double-sided documents. For a legal office that needs to digitize case files overnight, or a medical practice converting patient records before the next day's appointments, that throughput can shave hours off the job. I tested it by loading an 80-page mixed media stack. Some pages were plain text, a few had embedded charts, and a couple were glossy flyers. The feeder didn't choke, and the scanner dutifully processed the whole batch in just under a minute, delivering clean, straight-aligned scans without the need to manually flip anything. What's more, the automatic document feeder, ADF, holds up to 80 sheets, which is a practical sweet spot. You can drop a sizable pile and walk away. The machine will keep feeding and scanning until it's done, then sit quietly while the software stitches the duplex images together. That set-and-forget moment is a genuine productivity win, especially when you compare it to older scanners that require you to monitor the feed or repeatedly reload trays. Now, every scanner has its blind spots, and the Flow 7000 is no exception. The spec sheet highlights black and white speed, but color scanning is noticeably slower and not emphasized. If your workflow relies heavily on capturing colored diagrams, marketing brochures, or high-resolution photos, you'll notice a dip in performance. The device will still scan color, but you won't get the same 150 IPM rate, and the final file sizes can balloon, meaning you'll need more storage and potentially a slower upload to your document management system. Another nuance is the remote management feature. HP's Web JIT Admin. For large IT teams, this is a handy tool that lets you discover new devices on the network, push firmware updates, and pull usage analytics without stepping foot in the server room. In a small office with just 1 or 2 scanners, that capability can feel like overkill. You'll still benefit from the web interface for basic settings, but the deeper analytics are only useful if you're tracking scanner utilization across dozens of users. Let's talk about the kind of documents the Flow 7000 actually handles well. The description says it can scan a wide range of documents, even stacks of mixed media sizes and types. In my hands, that claim held up for standard office paper, 8.511 inches, legal size sheets, and even a few cardstock index cards. The feeder's rollers are gentle enough not to tear thinner stock, yet firm enough to pull through heavier cardstock without jamming. However, when I tried feeding a handful of staple-punctured sheets, the machine paused, flagged the error, and required manual intervention. So, while it tolerates most everyday paper, you'll still need to keep staples, paper clips, and torn edges out of the feed to maintain that smooth run. You should consider buying the Flow 7000. If you're a mid-sized law firm, an accounting office, or any business that routinely digitizes large volumes of black and white paperwork,